Hello and welcome to another edition of the Grizzlies Coaches Show, where each week we sit down with a Grizzlies coach and a player to give you a behind-the-scenes look at what goes on with the organization throughout the week. This week we're joined once again by our head coach and GM, Tyler Veen. How are we doing today?
Good. How are you doing, Jacob?
I'm doing good. So how's practice? How's the week going so far?
Good start. A little team building. Yesterday, activity with the boys. Kept them off the ice, kind of reset, build the hunger back. And good day on the ice today. And as we build for the weekend, going to West Bend for one game this weekend.
For sure. So so last weekend, we'll just jump into it. Last weekend we went to Tomah. We split the weekend, looked really good on Friday. Saturday was a bit of a struggle. What can you tell us about the weekend, kind of the differences between the two games?
Yeah, I think on Friday I was really happy with the result and our effort for sure. Going into Woodsman, last time we played there, we got swept, obviously. Yep. So we learned a lot of lessons going there, 3 weeks ago. So we knew it was going to be a battle going in Friday, and I thought we were mentally prepared and engaged for that battle. And it was almost like, okay, we won Friday, but we forgot we have to show up on Saturday too. So Saturday, early on in the first period, Woodsman came out. They get a goal within the first 5 minutes on a 2-on-1, and then they score one with 5 seconds left in the period just off a breakdown, turnover. Their guy had a nice shot, ripped it, goes bar down our goalie. All of a sudden it's 2-0 after the first. We get our wake-up call there, and then we come back in a period of all penalties. It was power play, PK, you name it. It was going on, 4-on-4, 4-on-3. We tied up, so it's good. All of a sudden, get yourself in a chance to win a hockey game in the third period. And we came out, and they got one early. We hit a couple posts. We tie it up, and then just a couple mistakes, a couple breakdowns, and they capitalized, and that's what good teams do. I mean, overall, you look at the score, it's 7-3. Yeah, they earned that win, right? Do I think it was that bad of a game? Not necessarily, but still a disappointing result, as I thought our effort was so good on Friday and our effort was poor on Saturday. But learning lesson, we seem to be learning a lot of them so far in this season, which is frustrating for our coaching staff and our players too, but you just got to keep on grinding through it, and everything happens for a reason, so hopefully it's just setting up for bigger things on the other side of it. So.
For sure. So, you mentioned this weekend we're going to West Bend for the first time this season, taking the trip over there. You have experience coaching in that arena over the last 3 years. What kind of makes it – what are you telling the team? And, it makes it so difficult to play in that rink, and what are you telling them is the key to success to win over there?
Well, it's a great barn to play in for sure. Ever since they moved over to West Bend from the college arena to there, it's been awesome. We were there for 1 year. We got to go experience that, and they pack it every night, right? The goal horn is loud, so you hope to not hear that too much because it's just blaring all over the place. But
now that you say that, they're going to turn it up this weekend
exactly.
when they watch this. So.
No, they're a great group of guys, well coached over there, great organization. Got a lot of respect for them, obviously, and they're doing things the right way. It should be fun to play there this weekend. Obviously, only one game, which sucks in a way, but also it'll be kind of good for us. Let's go get the job done on Friday, then we can rest, go watch our friends across town, the Boston Bruins on Saturday. But no, it's a tough place to play. Just telling the guys, hey, we just got to be ready to go every night. In this division's a battle, and it's clear right now. You look at even the top 6 teams, all 6 teams of the division, any team can win on any given night. So just learning those lessons, understanding that it's going to be a dogfight against West Bend on Friday night. Obviously, they're sour after we beat them here the last time, right? And they beat us the first game of the year. It's going to be a well-tested, well-battled series. I expect them to be ready to go. They've been rolling these past couple of weekends, so they're hot right now too, and we're trying to find our game, right? We're a little up and down. We're here, then we're there, and then we're back here, and trying to find that, that consistency within it, but just that mentality that no matter who we're playing against, we just have to be our best, and the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah, so I get you kind of explained my next question, right? We're sitting fourth in the Central. Obviously, you want to be as far up the standings as you can be going to the showcase, kind of the midway point of the year.
Yep.
What's the key to kind of climbing those standings before we hit the December showcase?
I think just taking care of the little details, right? Yeah. Everyone says get back to the basics, but that's true with us. We just got to get back to competing hard. We really have to do a better job of supporting the puck. Our efforts got to be higher, and we got to understand that there's so many little things within a hockey game that add up to the big picture, right? And it goes within everything in life. And we just got to take care of what we can control, and the rest will take care of itself. You're going to lose some hockey games, right? But if you're giving all-out effort, you're doing the things that you need to do, you can deal with that, right? But when you're not doing the right things, that's when the losses sting a little bit more. Like on Saturday night, when you know you should be performing at a higher level and you just don't. That's what's frustrating. But we still hold faith in this group, absolutely. It's still early, right? But eventually we got to start going on a run here and start kicking it into gear. But I'm confident we'll start doing that. Got a couple guys meshed in with the group, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully this weekend will be a good turning point for us, as it's only one game, and we'll see what happens as we try to climb back up the standings.
Definitely. All right, so over the past couple shows, we've done some rapid fire with the boys. They've asked for some rapid fire on you. So they want you to do a couple rapid fire questions, and we're going to throw these at you and see what you can do with them. So we'll start out. These are a couple this or that's for you.
Yeah.
Gophers or Badgers?
What kind of question is that? All right. We'll go. I root for the Gophers in anything but hockey, just because UND doesn't have a number one, like a top end football team, basketball team. You still got to root for them a little bit, but when it comes to hockey, no chance.
Okay. All right, and so we know you're a diehard Vikings fan, so Bears or Packers?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. They're both greasy. I like it when the Packers are good and the Vikings are good. I got some buddies that are Packers fans. I just feel like Bears fans.
I think the league is better when both of those teams are good.
It's a little bit more exciting. Bears fans, it's just like, I don't know, you're Bears fans, you know. Packers fans, I can at least like enjoy it. Plus, I do want to go to Lambeau Field. I heard their tailgating's unreal. I heard their fans are awesome to whoever because they all just want to have a good time. That's one spot. I'll go Packers. I'll give them respect. Plus, my fiance's mom's a super fan of the Packers. Shout out, Sue.
All right, so D-Bass, he wanted to know, what 3 items are you bringing on a deserted island?
Let's go a knife or like a axe so I can chop down some wood.
Okay.
We'll go, what else? Like the filtration pen so I can filtrate
like filtration straw?
Yeah. Some so I can still drink the ocean water because I'm on an island. And I don't know, because it's got like trees and stuff.
Nothing to keep your mind busy? Nothing, no like...
Maybe just like a volleyball, like that Castaway movie. Just a little friend. Yeah. Something to get along with.
All right. And then
talk to something.
He also wanted to know, what 3 players from this team are you bringing?
Oh, man. All right. Got to go with the up north boys. Got to go with Flats.
Okay.
Little meat, potatoes. He'll figure some stuff out. Kale Knutson, Bemidji boy. He'll get the job done. He'll be entertainment. Plus, he'll be able to chop down some trees. And then Torque. He's all reliable.
Just bringing the muscle, are you?
So
you're just going to put him to work.
I'll be the brains. They can be the muscle.
Okay. All right. For sure. So, all right, we're going to test your sports trivia. You said you're a big UND guy. So, single season goal record for UND. Who is it? Your choices are Bob Joyce, Dave Hackstall, Zach Parise, or Steve Johnson.
Yeah, it's not going to be Parise. Let's just roll with Bob Joyce.
That's right. How many do you know?
50?
52.
Okay.
87.
Close.
52 and 87.
Close.
All right, so you're a big Vikings fan. All-time pass touchdown leader in Vikings history. You got Dante Culpepper, you got Tommy Kramer, Fran Tarkenton, and gone but not forgotten, Kirk Cousins.
Oh, it's easy. Fran Tarkenton.
Do you know how many?
No, I do not know how many.
239.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah,
so that's impressive. Shout out Dante, though.
Shout out Kirk, honestly.
And Kirko.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thank you for joining us today on the coaches half of the Grizzlies Coaches Show. After the break, we're going to be joined by number 10, Tyler Steuck. He's new to the Grizzlies, going into his 2nd week with the team.
Go Grizz.
All right, on the second half of today's Coaches Show, we are joined by number 10, Tyler Steuck. How are we doing today, Tyler?
Good, how are you?
Doing pretty good. So you're new to the team. This is your 2nd week with the team. You got traded here last week from the Minnesota Moose. You are actually going on your 3rd year, I believe, of juniors.
Yep.
Why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about kind of where you grew up, where you played hockey at in high school, kind of your juniors, kind of your journey through hockey.
Yeah. So I'm actually from Janesville, Wisconsin. Grew up, started playing hockey about 2-3 years old. My neighbors always built out like a backyard rink. So that was actually the first time that I was on skates, was on a backyard rink. And ever since then, it's just, what am I, 19 now? So it's been 16, 17 years. And went to high school, Janesville Craig. My junior year of high school, I played before and after with the tradesmen. So I played 15 games actually with the tradesmen. So I'm kind of actually used to playing here against Rochester because 2 years ago they were in the Central. And then played my high school season my junior year, and then actually finished out the season with them in playoffs. Played Rochester actually in the division finals, so that was a good series. And then my senior year, I actually left for Des Moines, the 18U AAA team. Went there for about 15 games and then actually decided to come back home and play my senior year. And then last year, well, it was a full year in Oregon for me, 45 games or whatever it was. And then started the season this year with Janesville, the Jets and the Null, and then now I'm here.
Cool.
So.
All right, so you mentioned the 2-ish years in Oregon. You're familiar with the Central Division, so kind of coming back from the Moose. I know you didn't play there; they just had your rights. But coming back to the Central, playing with the Grizz, what can you tell the fans about kind of how hard this division is in the NA3 and how hard of a division that it is to win in?
I mean, plain and simple, there's no nights off. I mean, from the first place team to the sixth place team, there's no nights off. And I mean, 2 years ago, it wasn't as strong as it was now. But I mean, it's definitely grown. You got West Bend, you got Woodsman, you got Rochester, obviously. You have Wausau, Peoria, St. Louis. I mean, St. Louis, what they've done in the last 2 years, I mean, they're even a really good team now. So they're definitely one of the hardest places to play. I mean, all four arenas are always jam-packed with fans, whether it's the noise or it's definitely one of the hardest to play, for sure.
For sure. So your first games with the Grizz this past weekend, you played 2. You ended the weekend with 3 assists. You were +3. Obviously, the goal is to win all the games. We split the weekend 1-1. What kind of allowed you to mesh so quickly with your line and get comfortable and make that impact that you did? Yeah,
I mean, between NG and Baz, I think we're all kind of 3 skill players. So before the game, we knew that anytime we touched the puck, we wanted on net. I mean, we all got good shots. We can all create plays. So I think kind of just going out Friday night with leave it all out there. I mean, you got nothing to lose. You play 2 games a week. So I mean, Friday night I hadn't played in a while, so I was ready to go. And I think just being back on the ice kind of just what fired me up. I mean, I was listening to music since 2:00 in the afternoon, and I was ready to go. So I wanted to play that game very bad. And obviously I was familiar with the Woodsmen. Had some good games against them last year. Had some bad games. So I wanted to make the first one a good one for sure. So.
For sure. Yeah. So, mentioned familiarity. We're going to West Bend this weekend.
Yep.
You're obviously familiar with that barn. You played there quite a bit, I'm guessing. Yeah. When they were the Milwaukee Power, now they're the West Bend Power.
Yep.
What's the talk around the locker room? Going to get the boys going to come out with a win this Friday, especially in a arena like West Bend has.
I mean, we got to stay calm. I mean, that's the biggest thing is you have to play as all 21 players, from the first line to the fourth line to the first D pairing to the second D pairing. Goalie's got to be on. It's a rowdy barn. It's hard to play in for sure. But if we stay focused and we play our game, there's no doubt that we can go in there and get a win. So,
agree with that.
Yeah.
So you're new to the team. I don't know if you've seen any of our shows before. We do some rapid fire at the end with the players. So we're going to go 10 questions, rapid fire as fast as you can. You got to think about them pretty quick. So let's see. Game day ritual.
Get to the rink. I usually here we have a pregame skate, so I'll get a pregame skate in. Head home, massage gun from feet to shoulders for about 25-30 minutes, and then I have the vibrating roller. Okay. So I'll roll out, stretch and stuff, and then I'll actually take about an hour and a half to 2 hour nap, and then I'll take a shower. I always take a shower, about 20-minute shower, 10-minute hot, 10-minute cold. So every game day. All right. And then I'll go and grab a Jimmy John sub for every game. So.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So 3 songs you got to listen to on game day.
Oh, okay, by Gunna.
Okay.
The Bigger Picture by Lil Baby.
Okay.
And then I'll say Many Men by 21 Savage.
Big rap guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it kind of depends. I mean, some days it's EDM, some days it's rock, but at least last weekend, those were the 3 that I was listening to on repeat.
Okay.
So.
For sure. What's your most unpopular food opinion? Like people, pineapple on pizza, stuff like that.
Oh, unpopular. I mean, just in general, broccoli.
Just don't like broccoli?
Can't eat broccoli.
Can't eat broccoli?
Broccoli, peas.
I guess that question will be just what's the food that you hate?
Yeah.
I guess? All right.
Yeah.
That's fine. If you could, have lunch with one person in the world, living or past, who would it be?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. All right.
Kevin Hart.
All right.
I don't know if I'd actually eat my food because I'd probably be laughing the whole time, but Kevin Hart.
For sure. Weirdest style on the team?
Gogs, for sure.
Gox?
Yeah.
All right. And then would you travel to the future or the past if you could time travel, and where?
I would travel to the future.
Okay.
I don't know where I would, but everything that happens in the past happens for a reason. So always look forward.
Don't want to affect it?
Nope.
Butterfly effect? Gotcha.
Nope. Everything happens for a reason.
All right. One superpower. What would it be?
Fly, for sure.
Fly. All right. Favorite non-hockey athlete?
Justin Jefferson.
Okay. All right. What conspiracy theory do you believe?
Don't believe in him.
Not a conspiracy guy?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't believe in
All right.
him.
And then what was the best Spider-Man? Andrew, Toby, or Tom?
Tom.
Tom?
Tom.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a young kid.
Tom.
I definitely think it's Toby. All right, cool. Well, with that said, thank you guys for joining us today on today's Grizzlies Coaches Show. The team travels to West Bend this weekend for a Friday game only, 7:30 p.m., Kettle Moraine Ice Center. Games can be caught on Null TV. Thank you. Go Grizz.